So guys, the 7 steps to growing a phenomenal business in the network marketing industry, and thankfully, indirect sellers, it is all broken down into 7 simple steps. And I'm going to use this little board back here to draw all of them out for you because I'm a visual learner as well. So the very first step, guys, is what's called posture. Posture, all right? So if you're writing notes, number 1 is posture, all right? Number uno. Guys, posture is detaching the emotional outcome, okay? It is whether people say yes or they say no. Whether they say yes or whether they say no, you detach that emotional, the emotions out of the outcome, all right? So don't get all hyped up if they say yes, and don't get down if they say no. You're going to hear a lot of no's, you're going to hear a lot of yeses, right? But having that posture means, I run a business, right? Even though, thank the Lord, that Direct Sellers has our startup as either $249 or $499, very, very, very low cost. When you look at how to start a business, very low cost to starting a business. But even though it's a very low cost, we need to treat it as though it is a very high cost, right? Like, we need to treat this like it's a business. Like, we just dropped $500,000 to start our business. So we need to treat it that way, and we need to talk to people that way. That's posture. All right, guys? And again, what you need to remember, too, is when your job isn't to hear yeses. It's not to sign people up. Your job, especially in this training, is to put the video opportunity in front of people. Because some will, some won't. So what? Who's next? If you guys know what that means, it just means some are going to say yes, some are going to say no. Okay? No big deal. So what? Who's next? Who else are you going to talk to? We have an abundance of people out there, 8 billion people on this earth to talk to. Who cares if you hear a 1 yes or 1 no, right? That's posture. Number 2, okay? So now that you've got the posture, you're like, I'm a CEO, people, right? I run a business. Posture is everything. Now what you're going to do is you're going to start to learn how to prospect. Guys, prospecting is just the art of finding people to talk to, okay? The most amazing thing, thank you Mark Zuckerberg for creating Facebook, is the most amazing thing is called social media, guys. It's so powerful. And when used correctly, you can reach so many more people. Guys, I live in a town of 2,000, maybe 2,000 people in this entire town. I don't have a very big of a market here. So Mark Zuckerberg, thank you for creating Facebook. Thank you for buying out Instagram. Thank you LinkedIn. Thank you YouTube. There is an abundance of people out there that we need to talk to, whether it's online or offline, okay? But simply, guys, it is just the art of talking to people. You guys know, on Facebook, you probably already have 300 people as your Facebook friends. That's a ton of people to talk to, okay? 300, 3,000, all people to talk to. Everybody wants to make an extra income. Everybody wants freedom, time, all that stuff in their life, okay? So that's a lot of people that you can talk to. So number 2, prospecting. Prospect, right? Number 1 is posture. We got prospect. Now we have peak, all right? Can I get an amen for peak? Let me hear an amen in the comment section for peak. Number 3 is peak, okay? So when you do finally start talking to people, and guys, please know I'm going to show you how to talk to people, but for right now, I'm showing you the process of talking to people to present the business. But when you find people to talk to, you're going to start piquing their interest. What I mean by that is you're not going to tell them exactly everything there is to know about what we do. You don't have to tell them about our comp plan. You don't have to tell them that we're indirect sellers, guys. The point is to pique their interest, not satisfy their curiosity. So people are going to ask you, I would love to make some extra money. What is it that you do? And so many people want to be like, I'm indirect sellers. We got binary. We got unilevel. We've got dual team qualified. We got all this stuff. And they're like, what? And that pushes them away. So instead, what you're going to do is you're going to posture up as a CEO and you're going to pique their interest, all right? But never satisfy curiosity, get them interested. And then once you have them interested, guys, once they've told you, why they want to make an extra income, why they want freedom in their life, and they see that you have an opportunity to help them achieve that, you know what you're going to do? You're going to point them to the resource, the third-party tool that's going to explain to them the solution that they need. So that comes to our next one, which is point, all right? All you are going to do, instead of telling them all that there is to know about a comp plan, about wine, or about Jimmy who did X, Y, and Z, what you're going to do is you're going to point them to a video, right? Video. A video is going to explain everything there is to know about our business. From 5 minutes long, I think the longest is like 13 minutes long, maybe even 20. But regardless, guys, the reason why Wine Warriors is blowing up and why we are the #1 fastest growing team in direct sellers is because we duplicate. We keep it simple. We duplicate. And what duplicates is being able to point people, prospects, to a video. If I have to teach my team how to explain the comp plan, how to explain binary, unilevel, dual team payout, it's going to be really difficult for me and for them. But I can point them to a video that does, right? And you guys can as well. So point them to a third-party tool that explains the direct seller's opportunity. Now, once they've watched it, they're like, oh my God, Nicole, like I am so amped up. That's such a great video, such a genius concept. I can't believe you make 50% commission. Oh my God. Now what they're going to do is they're probably going to ask you a bunch of questions. To be honest with you, like, okay, so I'm super interested. I can't believe it. It sounds so amazing. I just have a couple questions for you. Or if they don't say that, they're going to say, hey, I'm not interested. No, thank you, right? And that's okay, right? Because we're postured, right? We've got an abundance of people to talk to, right? So if they tell you that, just, hey, thank you so much for your time. I wish you nothing but success and happiness in your life, right? But if they say, yeah, oh, dude, awesome. Whew, I just have a couple of questions for you. Great. So now what we're going to do is we're not going to point them, but we're going to pass them. What we got down here? Pass will work down here, which is number 5, all right? Pass. And give me a second, because I'm going to put this into my mouth. How you guys thinking this is going so far? Pretty simple, right? Like everyone so far, if you're on number 5, you're like, dude, I can do that, right? That's why we're growing so fast, guys. That's why we're kicking ass. Yes, number 5 is pass. Get a glass of drink. All right, so pass. So they're going to ask you a few questions, right? And guys, what you can do is even if you pass them, what we want you to do is edify and utilize and leverage your upline or closer. Because if you have no experience in network marketing, or if you're brand new to the business, what you can do is say, oh, great, you know what? I knew you'd have a lot of great questions. Tell you what, let's get my upline or my business mentor on the phone for a 3-way call who will answer all your questions. But guys, I want you to know, just total honesty here right now, that half the people who have watched the video over here and they just have a few questions, a lot of the questions that they have are not difficult. They really aren't. Absolutely, feel free to pass them to your upline, no doubt. But what we want to create is independency, right? Is growth. So what we're going to eventually do is you are going to be the person, eventually, once you feel comfortable, you are going to be the person who's going to be being passed to by your downline, okay? So that's going to be important. But you pass them to your upline, all right? So that you get them on the phone. Very important. Get them on the phone. And I'm going to show you how to do that in a little bit. So after you pass them to your upline, right, and they've signed up, they're like, dude, coming in at Elite, $4.99? Let's do this, right? Once they've done that, now you're going to plug them which is number 6, into what? Into our team training site. And, well, first, you're gonna welcome them into Wine Warriors team page, right? The big shout out, right? It's like a frat party in there. People are going crazy. Everyone needs to do this. Everyone, when you see a welcome, someone coming in, they just signed up to do business, they're a part of Wine Warriors, you go berserk, guys. You welcome them to the fam, guys. You welcome them to the team. You say, oh my God, Alex, I can't believe, I love your story. Jesus, thank you so much for joining the most amazing team in the planet, Indirect Sellers, right? You welcome them into our team page, Wine Warriors, and you get them started on steps 1, 2, and 3 in winewarriors.biz. So guys, let me just recap real quick about how simple this is. Yes, Sheila, it is a party up in there. You postured up as a CEO, you prospect, you're talking to tons of people all day long, throughout the whole week, and throughout your business. You're piquing their interest like a boss, guys, just saying, you know, would you be interested in making some extra income? They say, yeah, tell me what it is, because you've piqued my interest, right? After you talk to them a little bit, which we're going to go over, you're going to point them to a third-party tool. How genius and simple is this so far? Once they've watched the video and they have a couple of questions, then you're going to say, hey, upline closer, I know you know how to answer these questions. How about we get on a 3-way call and help Gerda, we'll say her name's Gerda, you know, go over some of these questions with Gerda, all right? So Gerda's got all the questions answered. She's like, dude, I'm coming in elite. This is awesome. Or maybe the social level. So now what we're going to do is just plug them into our Facebook page and our team training. Guys, that is super, super simple. And that's all that we do. But there's one more. There's 7. 7, yeah, Gerda. All right? So number 7 is promote, okay? And this is also really, 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 really important to do, okay? So you're going to constantly be promoting to the next thing. Guys, I don't know if you know about this, but we've got New York City coming up. We should be telling everyone and their grandmother all about what's coming up in New York City. It's going to be the biggest event of the year, okay? That's what we should be promoting to. Guys, you can also promote to little things like Monday night. It's an invite-only opportunity call. I want you on that, and I want you to bring your people to that, right? Every Wednesday, Wine Warriors has a team call where we just drill value into people and show them how to build business. Promote it. Talk to them about it. Like, oh my Lord, I'm so, like, I can't believe that I just dropped a small amount of money to start a business that could potentially earn me 7 figures, 8 figures a year, potentially. No disclaimer right now. But I'm so excited because not only do I get to start that with a low startup cost, but I have a team that's going to help show me, mentor me how to do that. What if you made a Facebook post like that, right? That's insane. You can't start up a Pizza Hut and someone being like, hey, I'm Mr. Pizza Hut. I'm going to show you how to build this business. No, you guys have that. So promote that, right? Promote each little event from event to event to event and try to get all your team to it, right? So New York City, guys, 414 people on right now. Get to New York City. Tickets are still on sale. Get after them. I know, you're like, oh my God, it costs money. Oh my God, it's an investment to help you bring more money. Promote. Get your people to that. Austin Zuloff is the #1 income earner. How does he do that? He gets his team, his entire downline, as many people as possible to events. That's all you have to do, right? So now look at this beautiful stuff. It's a circle, just all day long. This is all you have to do all day long. Posture up as a CEO. Prospect, talk to people. Guys, we're going to show you how to do it. Pique their interest, point them to a video, pass them to your upline, plug them into the training once they sign up, and get them to as many events you can possibly get to. Because, guys, events will change your life. You will see people who are real, that are relatable. They're like, dude, if they can do it, so can I. All right?